Hello everyone, so this is Poola Mallikarjun working as assistant professor in the department of Tripoli. Today we are going to discuss about the different types of model problem based upon the transients and also the value of resonance. We have completed the theoretical concept regarding transients, what are the different types of transients we have and how we need to calculate the value of resonance, either it may be for a series circuit or it may be parallel circuit. In the today's class, we will discuss about certain model problems where we can calculate the response as well as resonance in a particular circuit. Coming to the first problem. So in this problem, it consists of how many impedances? Here it consists of three impedances, where the three impedances are given as Z1, Z2 and Z3. And according to the given question, here the two parallel impedances are connected in series with what? Z1. So here Z2 and Z2 are completely connected in what? Completely connected in parallel. And this parallel combination is connected in series with what? In series with the Z1 branch. And he has given the value of Z1. He has given the value of Z2. He has given the value of Z3 impedances, where the voltage given to that particular circuit is how many volts? 200 volts. So in order to calculate the contents like impedance or power factor or source content or the voltage of across Z3, first we need to design a circuit depending upon it. So in the clear question, it is clearly mentioned that these three impedances are connected like this, where this parallel combination is Z2 and Z3 and the series combination is Z1, and the voltage given to this particular circuit is how many volts? 200 volts. Let me say that current flowing in that particular branch is I. So for this circuit, you need to calculate the value of total impedance offered by the circuit. You need to calculate the power factor cos phi. You need to calculate the total current I that is flowing in the circuit, as well as the voltage across this impedance element, that is nothing but what? Z3. So first we will write the given parameters. The voltage is given as V equal to 200 volts, and the value of Z1 is given as 8 plus J1 ohms. And the value of Z2 is given as 1 plus 6J ohms. And the value of Z3 is given as 3 plus J5 ohms. 3 plus J5 ohms. And it is clearly mentioned in the given set that Z1 and Z3 are connected in parallel and their combination is connected in series. And this is the model of the circuits whatever I have considered. Now we need to consider the parallel operation of Z. In order to calculate the total impedance, that is Z, I need to calculate Z1 plus Z2 in parallel with Z3. So first I need to calculate the impedance offered by this particular parallel branch, that is Z2 in parallel with Z3. Z2 in parallel with Z3. Then after whatever the solution you will get this particular parallel combination, you need to add with the value of impedance that has been offered. You are going to get the total value of impedance that is offered by that particular circuit. So when I am trying to calculate the value of Z2 when parallel with Z3, I am trying to calculate the value of Z2 and Z3 here. So it is taken as what? According to parallel branch, when two impedances are connected in parallel, it is taken as what? Z2 into Z3 by Z2 plus Z3. So first I will try to calculate the value of a parallel combination impedance, that is what? Z2 and Z3. Then we will add that particular to the value of Z1 in order to get the total impedance offered by the circuit, that is what? Z. So when I am trying to calculate the value of Z23, that is Z2 in parallel with Z33, this is the value of the impedance that has been offered by the circuit, that is what? 1.38 minus J0.49 ohms. J0.23 ohms. So this is the impedance offered by this particular branch, that is when Z2 is connected in parallel with Z3. In order to calculate the total impedance, that is the value of Z, let me say that it has some ZT. We need to calculate what? Z1 plus Z2 in parallel with Z3. I know the value of Z1 already, where the value of Z1 is given as how much? The value of Z1 is given as 8 plus J ohms. Just substitute the value of this as 8 plus J ohms. And I already have calculated the value of this combinational impedance, that is Z23. And the value of Z23 is given as how much? It is given as 1.38 minus J0.49. 1.38 minus J0.49. By calculating the value of this particular impedance, I am going to get the value of total impedance offered by the circuit, what? That is nothing but what? Z. The total impedance offered by the circuit is given at what? 9.38 plus J0.51. J0.51. So this is the total impedance offered by the circuit. We have calculated the first parameter in case of a problem whatever given to us. And the next parameter what we need to calculate is nothing but total current offered by the circuit. So when the impedance offered by the circuit is Z, in order to calculate the value of current, the expression is what? I equal to V by Z. Already the voltage has been given in the circuit, that is what? 200 volts, and you have got the value of impedance, that is how much? 9.38 ohms. 9.38 ohms. By taking this particular combination, you will get the value of current as how much? 21.3 amps. Now we have calculated the two parameters that has been mentioned in the questions. One is the value of total impedance, other is nothing but the value of what? Current that is flowing in the circuit. The next parameter what I need to calculate is nothing but what? I need to calculate the value of a power factor, where the power factor in general it is determined by a parameter called cos theta. Cos theta. So cos theta, theta in general it is represented as tan inverse of XL by R. Tan inverse of XL by R, or else it can be written as tan inverse of X by R. So in general the value of impedance is considered as how much? It is considered as R plus JX. You know the value of X already, which is written as what? 0.51. You know the value of already, which is given as what? 9.38. By taking this particular value, you will get the value of power factor as 0.998. So you have calculated three parameters up to now. The first parameter is you have calculated the impedance, you have calculated the current flowing in the circuit, you have also calculated the value of what? Power factor. Now you need to calculate one more parameter, that is nothing but what? Voltage drop across the Z3 branch. In order to calculate the voltage drop across the Z3 branch, I know the value of total current that is flowing in the circuit already. What is the total current flowing into the circuit? It is given as 21.3 amps. 21.3 amps. So V equal to V at Z3 branch equal to I into Z23. I know the value of current flowing 21.3. I know the value of Z23 1.38 minus J into 0.49. It will give the value of this particular V23 as 31.2 volts. How much? 31.2 volts. So we have calculated all the parameters that has been mentioned in the question. We have calculated the value of total impedance offered by the circuit. We have calculated the value of current. We have calculated the value of power factor, and also we have calculated the voltage drop across the Z3. Voltage drop across what? Voltage drop across Z3. Voltage drop across Z3. Now we'll move to the next question. Here the question is given as, if the voltage applied is 10 minus 8J volts. He has given the value of voltage indirectly, which is given as what? 10 minus 8J. And the current flowing through the circuit I as 3 minus 5J. You need to calculate the value of complex power, that is nothing but S, and also the value of circuit constants. You need to calculate the value of power. Also, you need to calculate the value of circuit constants. Also, you need to calculate the value of what? Circuit constant. So, these are the parameters that has been given in the question. By using this particular data, you need to calculate the two parameters. One is complex power and also the value of circuit constant that are present in the given circuit. So, depending upon this, the formula to calculate the value of constant power is V into I conjugate. V into I conjugate. Here, the value of current is given in the question. In order to calculate the value of I conjugate, it is considered as what? 3 plus 5J. Now, you know the value of V, 10 minus 8J, into you know the value of I conjugate, 3 plus 5J. By multiplying these through two parameters, that is the value of V and also the value of I conjugate, you are going to get the value of S, which is considered as a complex power, and the value of complex power is given as 70 plus J26. 70 plus J26. So here the value of, you know that the S can also be written as what? P plus J cube. The value of P is given as 70 and the value of Q is given as 26. The value of Q is given as how much? 26. If I want to calculate the modulus of power, it can be taken as what? 70 square plus 26 square. You will get the value of modulus of power, which can also be considered as a apparent power or else the total power of the given circuit. Total power of the given circuit. We have calculated the first parameter that is present in the given question, that is what? Complex power. Next, you need to calculate the circuit constant. The circuit constants in general is nothing but what? One is the value of impedance. So the impedance is calculated by V by I. The value of V is given as what? 10 minus 8J, and the value of I is given as what? 3 minus 5J, and the value of impedance offered by the circuit is 0.76 ohms. And there is one more parameter called cos theta, which is given as P by S, where P is the real power offered by the circuit. We have calculated earlier, it is what? 70, and the value of total power is given as 74.7, and it is given as what? 937 watt. lagging. So these are the circuit constants where the impedance and also the value of power factor are considered as what circuit constants. We have calculated the value of complex power. This comes to the end of the solution for the problem number 2. Problem number 2. Now we'll go to the question number 3. So the question number 3 has given like this. He has given the value of voltage equal to 200 of sine 300t. And he has also given the value of I as 50 into sine of 300t plus 60 degrees. So for this question, you need to calculate the value of average power, you need to calculate the value of reactive power, as well as you need to calculate the value of apparent power. And you need to calculate the circuit elements when the value of omega is given as 100 pi radians per second. When the value of omega is given as how much? 100 pi radians per second. The value of RMS voltage is given as how much? Vrms equal to, if I want to calculate the value of RMS voltage, 200 by root 2, that is Vm by root 2, where the value of maximum voltage, Vm into sin omega t, right? So the value of this particular Vm is given as how much? 200. So 200 by root 2 gives you the RMS value of voltage. Similarly, in order to calculate the value of RMS value of current, it is considered as 50 by root 2. This is what we have done as the first step. So from the given expressions, that is V of t and I of t, I have considered the values of Vm. Why? Because you know the standard expression for V of t, which is given as what? Vm into sine of omega t. So from the above circuits of V of t and I of t, I have taken the value of Vm as 200 and also I have considered the value of Im as how much? 50. By considering those maximum values of voltage and current, I have calculated the RMS values. I have calculated was RMS values, where Vrms equal to 200 by root 2, IRMS equal to 50 by root 2. 50 by root 2. Coming to the second step. So what are the different parameters you need to calculate here? You need to calculate the total power of a circuit. You need to calculate the reactive power Q and also the average power that has been mentioned in the circuit. Depending upon that, in order to calculate the apparent power, that is nothing but what? S. It can also be called as the total power. You know that the value of this particular thing is how much? V into I. You know the value of Vrms, already it has been calculated earlier, how much? 141.4. You know the value of IRMS. This is nothing but what? 35.35. This will give the apparent power of the circuit. Next thing is what? You need to calculate the real power. You need to calculate the real power, where real power is given as what? S into cos theta. You know the value of theta, omega t plus 60. So the value of theta is 60 and the value of S is, which is present in the above value, 500 into cos 60. So 5000 into cos 60, it is considered as what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2, you will get the value of how much? 2500 watts is the value of real power. Similarly, you need to calculate the value of what? You need to calculate the value of reactive power. What is the formula to calculate the value of reactive power? V into I into sin theta. Already V into I, it can be written as what? S. S into sin theta. The value of S is already mentioned, 5000. And the value of sin theta, sin 60. Sin 60 is how much? It is given as what? Root 3 by 2. So this particular value can be considered as 4330 VAR. So the first question has been completed. You have calculated the reactive power, we have calculated the real power, and also we have calculated the apparent power of the given circuit. Now you need to calculate in the second parameter, in the second question, you need to calculate the circuit constants. You need to calculate the circuit constant, and that has been calculated here. Coming to the fourth question. In fourth question, it is a series RLC circuit where the value of R, L and C are given. You need to calculate the value of resonant frequency, that is nothing but what? FC. You need to calculate the value of Q, that is quality factor, and also you need to calculate the value of cutoff frequencies F1 and F2. So by taking the value of R, L and C as 12 ohms, 1 millihenry, and the value of C as 1000 picofarads, you need to calculate the value of FC, FR, that is resonant frequency. You need to calculate the value of quality factor, that is Q. You need to calculate the cutoff frequencies F1 and F2. So the formula to calculate the value of resonant frequency is FR equal to 1 by 2 pi under root LC. The value of L is given to you. The value of C is given to you. Just substitute the parameters. 2 into 3.14 into what is the value of L given? It is how much? 1 millihenry, which can be written as 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3. And what is the value of C? The value of C is given as 1 1000 picofarad, which is given as our 1000 into 10 to the power of minus 12. By calculating this particular thing, by maintaining the mathematical calculation, you will get the value of F naught as 159.2 kilohertz. The value of FR is how much? 159.2 kilohertz. This is the value of resonant frequency. What is the next factor you need to calculate? Quality factor, and the formula for quality factor is 1 by R under root of LC. The value of R is given, the value of L is given, the value of C is given. The value of R is 12, L is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3, and the value of C is 1000 into 10 to the power of minus 12. By substituting all those parameters in the above expression, you will get the value of Q as 83.33. 83.33. Now you need to calculate the cutoff frequencies, right? The cutoff frequencies are nothing but what? You need to calculate the value of F1 and also the value of F2. You need to calculate the value of F1, you need to calculate the value of F2. The formula to calculate the value of F1 is F0 minus delta F by 2, and the formula to calculate the value of F2 is F0 plus delta F by 2. F by 2. And you need to calculate the value of delta F here. F0 already it has been mentioned in the question, that is nothing but what? Resonant frequency offered by that particular circuit. You don't know the value of delta F. The formula to calculate the value of delta F is given as what? F0 by Q. You know the value of F0, that is resonant frequency. You know the value of Q, 159.2 into 10 to the power of 3 by the value of Q is 83.33. You will get the value of delta F. Substitute the value of delta F in the above expression. You will get the value of cutoff frequencies offered by that particular resonant circuit. The value of F1 as 158.2 kilohertz and the value of F2 as F0 plus delta F by 2. Delta F by 2. So these are the different types of model problems that can be asked depending upon the calculation of impedance or power factor for the different circuits, as well as how to calculate the resonance or bandwidth or cutoff frequency or quality factor for the resonant circuits. We will meet in the next class and we will discuss about some other questions related to the transients and also the steady state response. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.